What's up, YouTube gamers? Young Soul dropping another video, and you saw the title, the real reason why Xbox Execs and Fanboys alike are hyping Scorpio. Well, obviously the Xbox Execs are hyping it, and the obvious initial reason is because they're looking to sell the product. So I mean, that's obvious, that's true with any company. But I'm gonna delve into a more basic reason why they're doing this, and I'm just going to cut to the chase. The reason why is because, let's face it, this is Xbox's last chance this generation, not like forever, but this is Xbox's last chance this generation to get any type of momentum, long lasting momentum, mind share, market share shift in their direction. Okay, this is it. This is the last hurrah this generation. Again, I'm not saying forever. And I know there's still going to be people in the comment section saying, what, you think there won't be an Xbox going forward? No, I think there will. But I'm saying for this generation, Scorpio is the end all be all. This is it, folks. This is the last hurrah. This is, if anyone watches college football here in the U.S., this is the Doug Flutie Hail Mary pass that they need in order to win the game. Or, in this case, get the momentum and keep. Not just get, but keep the momentum. You know, long-lasting momentum, mind share change, market share shift. And let's face it, I mean, think about this. To go through the history of this generation, you started out before the launch of the console, pretty much talking TV and Connect type features was going to be what made the Xbox keep the momentum. If you remember, that was before the launch. Even after the launch, it was all about, well, the Connect was huge because it had infrared and it had night vision. It could do all this, that, and the other, all this nonsense that gamers didn't care about. But the Xbox guys, I'm saying that, let me just say, they were nice features for what they were, but it had nothing to do with gaming. Plus, again, they didn't really put any of that tech to use in games. It wasn't like night vision did something when you were playing at night with your character and all this other kind of stuff. It did nothing. You know what I mean? So they obviously 6-7 months after launch, they got rid of the Kinect. At the time, they were acting like that was going to help sell the Kinect, but we all knew that meant the Kinect was dead. But then later that year, they came out with, and I'm going to probably miss some things. You could probably give me some other instances in the comment section. But beginning of 2014, let me go back, it was Titanfall. That was going to be the IP that brought people to the Xbox One, made them take the jump over to the... Didn't happen. Not that it wasn't a good game. I'm not giving my opinion on the game. I haven't played it. I'm not that interested in first-person shooters, but I didn't play it, so I'm not here to say it was a good or bad game. I'm just saying it didn't grab and keep the momentum. In fact, that month it came out, NPD, for lack of any other sources, NPD still went PlayStation. So I mean, the momentum did not shift because of that game. But then later that year, 2014, it had Master Chief Collection. Remember, everybody at that point was telling you that, okay, this is going to get all the 360 owners who haven't made the jump to 8th gen. Oh, they're going to jump now because now they can play the game, the Halo games that they like, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They can play this on this new console, and they can get some of the new games. This is going to make them jump. Turned out they got some momentum for that month. If you remember, they came out in November, and Xbox One November and December's NPD for those 2 months. So that got them some momentum. Of course, the momentum did not last long because as soon as January came, it was right back to PlayStation. So then in January of 2015. So now we're in January 2015, and remember the first 6 months of January 2015. What was it all about? If you don't remember, it was about DirectX 12. Remember, it was Microsoft's build was either in January or February, and Phil Jackson came out and talked about DirectX 12, blah, 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 and you know what I'm saying? All the fanboys and whatnot, go back, if you don't believe me, go back and look at their videos from the first, I'd say, 3, 4, 5 months of 2015. It was all about DirectX 12, DirectX 12, DirectX 12. Turned out what Phil Spencer said, that it was going to be a marginal difference, not some huge difference. Turned out, let's just say that was right, although I still think it was less than marginal. But I think it did help around the really edges, okay? But it wasn't what it was built to be. And of course, we get to holiday 2015. It was all about Halo 5. So Master Chief, you know, got all the Xbox dudes saying, well, Master Chief didn't do it because they could already play those games. But Halo 5 was the new thing. You can only get it on Xbox One. That was going to force the 360 owners to get onto the Xbox One. And again, with Halo 5's release, they got the market share, the mind share, and the momentum, but it only lasted for that time period, that October of 2015. Because then November and December of 2015, the momentum, the mind share, the market share went right back to PlayStation. So you notice how they're getting momentum, mind share for a brief period of time, and then it turned right back to PlayStation. And then you can go into 2016 if you want to talk about the first couple months when they thought Crackdown 3's beta was going to come out. It was all about the cloud compute, which they're still talking about cloud compute, but it was early 2016 where that was a big deal. Turned out they had some type of demo that was running late 2015, early 2016. That was what's going to do it. Of course, Crackdown beta never happened in 2016, so that got put on pause. And then you got holiday 2016. It was all about, well, first of all, July, August, September, going into October, you had Xbox One S. And that's when Xbox dudes started saying, well, 4K Blu-ray drive. People really want a 4K Blu-ray drive. See, people won't buy consoles without 4K Blu-ray drives anymore. Not saying that they weren't going to buy any, obviously, but that they thought that was going to be the permanent mind share, permanent momentum change. Turns out, July, August, September, October, that, including Gears 4, was supposed to be the permanent, you know, momentum shifter. Again, it wasn't permanent. They got it July, August, September, October, but then you got to November, December, January, February, went right back to PlayStation. That leads, and obviously back in E3 2016, I apologize, I'm jumping all over the place, there was the Scorpio, and here it is, Scorpio. This is now supposed to be the next thing that changes the momentum and keeps the momentum. Not just changes momentum, because that's happened before, as I've pointed out a couple of times, but keeps the momentum with Xbox. That's the key. Just getting it changed for a couple of months, we saw last year. 3-4 months in a row is great, but then if you turn around and the momentum goes back to your competitor the next 3 to 4 months, really, where are you? You know what I mean? It was a temporary thing. So this is their last chance to get a permanent market share, mind share, momentum change. Permanent, or maybe not 100% permanent, but at least winning NPDs or mind share, market share, momentum the way PlayStation had been for the previous 3 years. This is their last chance to get momentum to that scale where you win, you know, or you beat your competitor out, for instance, on NPDs 7-8 months out of the year, and your competitor wins 4, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 at the most, but you win. You know, that's like the market share, the momentum, the mind share that they're looking for, and they want it to be permanent. So they want it for all of 2018, all of 2019. I don't believe that'll happen. I think price is going to be very interesting. That might go some ways if they make it a really attractive price point. But in any case, this is Xbox's for the 8th generation, their last chance. You can't turn around after Scorpio and say, okay, Scorpio kind of did pretty good, but now Halo 6 is what's going to be that turns everybody back to Xbox. No, we already tried that with Halo 5. Gears 5 will be what turns. No, we tried that with Gears 4. I mean, we're pretty much, Scorpio is basically it. I apologize, it's a long video, but pretty much that's where this all ends up for Xbox this generation. Again, I'm only talking this generation, but Scorpio is their last hurrah. This is their Hail Mary, flea flicker, whatever you want to call it. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll holla back. Peace.